We always start with consumer insights, and whichever consumer we're trying to reach, we'll come up with social media insights around that. So in our research process, we'll look at how a consumer behaves within social media, and derive from that what we need to say. So the worst thing you can do is actually kind of break apart social media from your typical creative process and throw it in at the end. I can't say that there's a right or wrong. I think some people subscribe to test and learn. I would say plan out as much as possible before you kind of dabble. I think dabbling can be dangerous if you don't really have kind of a strategy that looks 2 or 3 steps ahead. Think of it like a chess game, right? You wouldn't make a move and not plan a couple of moves ahead. The trend with social is that it's not just some passing fad. I think people are really starting to invest into it, and we've gone from a period where clients or marketers would just kind of dabble, say, give me a viral video, give me a fan page, to really investing internally to say, okay, I need to set up a social media team, I need to find my agency that can help me work in this space. And those are really kind of the key steps to take to set yourself up long term, because it isn't just a campaign, it is an ongoing communication. So whatever you do in this space is essentially 24/7, maybe not as frequent, but it's a long-term investment. And if you don't have the infrastructure set up to execute that, then you're going to be in trouble. We're at this stage where we haven't seen a social network last as long as something like a Facebook. Twitter hasn't really gone away in certain markets. So yeah, there is a certain level of long-term play to it. But again, if I was a client, I wouldn't put all my eggs in one basket and say Facebook is going to be my new webpage. Simply because you can't bank on the fact that Facebook is going to be there forever. You don't own the data on Facebook, so you'd have to kind of try a few different spaces to make sure that you can touch all corners. I think you'll see stats around the world that say there's 20,000, 50,000 Facebook business fan pages out there. That's a great stat, right? It's very encouraging for everybody to get in, but ultimately, as you try and get more data out of that program, say you're a client or a marketer that's trying to get conversion data or user data, emails out of your Facebook fan page, you can't, because ultimately there's walls in terms of the data that you own in Facebook. So long term, I think Facebook is going to start pushing people away if they don't change the way that they give data back to their invested client marketers.